you will be making the production paths of green hydrogen, gray hydrogen, and blue hydrogen. Have you heard about the different hydrogen colors before?
Yes.
Yeah? No? So hydrogen can be made in different ways. We want to make renewable hydrogen, but it's important to know that there are other ways to produce hydrogen also, which is already being produced today in large amounts. And to understand why it's difficult to make the renewable hydrogen, it's important to know these colors and know how it's produced. And this is the purpose of the second game, the hydrogen production paths, or the hydrogen colors game. So in a minute, you will get an opportunity to finish as many of some tasks that I have here on the computer and on a paper. And I want you to make the value chain for green, gray and blue hydrogen. And you get 1 point for each correct color. And I want you to choose the 2 currently most employed use cases for hydrogen. So if you choose the same as me, you get 1 point per use case. And if you have a reliable reference for your choices, meaning that it's some good institution that is saying this is how much hydrogen that is being produced, you get 3 points. So this is an important one to focus on. And then the final task is that you should write the chemical equation for the conversions happening for each color. You get 20 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, and also one final point, you use the icons, but you're also allowed to write on the whiteboard. Okay? Now we've done the hydrogen production paths game. The participants have had 20 minutes to do all the different tasks that I had decided for them to do. And in this round with these participants, it has been clear that when you're doing this production paths game, you should consider what assignments you give the students. So I have a mixed group of participants here. Some are from biology, some are from chemistry, meaning that their prior knowledge about hydrogen is very different. And so this is a more nerdy game. I would say it's mainly for students within chemistry or engineering and so on. But I would still say that for everyone, it's very important to do some version of this game to highlight that there are different hydrogen production paths, and also to highlight that currently it's 0.1% of hydrogen globally that is being produced as green hydrogen, to show that there is a long way to go if we want to have green hydrogen at scale, and also to show that hydrogen, when being produced in other paths, has other qualities than the green hydrogen. So there are many important discussions within this. As a teacher, you can find out what tasks you want to give your specific group of students or learners.
Okay, so we use the icons for the production paths of 3 different types of hydrogen. The first was green, so we use the icons of sun, wind and hydropower as the sources, and there are different conversions, for example through windmills, electrolysis or solar panels, and then we have the green hydrogen. And for the other 2 types of hydrogen, there are some common things, so we use these icons. For example, the natural gas that is used for both of blue and gray hydrogen, and also there are some common conversion process through steam reforming and extraction. And the main difference between these 2 types is the CO2 capture. So when we have the CO2 capture, we have blue hydrogen, and without capture, this is gray hydrogen. And again, there is a common icon for both of these types of hydrogen, that is the gas container. So in this way, the production path of these 3 types of hydrogen is completed.
The game can be used for many contexts, for schools, for students in universities, PhD students, for facilitating dialogue among policymakers and project managers of hydrogen projects, and also for involving experts in these dialogues. So the main value of the hydrogen game is that it's a tool that makes it possible to discuss the connections between the many different elements that our energy systems, our current energy systems, and our future, for hopefully more green energy systems have. All materials you need to play the game can be downloaded via the link below. The materials are free, easy to download, and easy to print out and use in your classrooms. And please just get started and have fun playing the hydrogen game.